Hello Internet, I'm Scarecrow85 and this is Forgotten Games. This is where I talk about really old games, in fact not even really old ones necessarily, just ones that people don't seem to know or remember. So, who loves Godzilla? Even if you don't, you must appreciate the fact that Godzilla is just this crazy big monster that smashes stuff, right? I mean, in the movies there's a lot more to him, sometimes there isn't. I mean, the storylines vary and the quality varies also. Most of you are probably aware of the more recent American blockbuster smashes, and we've got a new one coming up fairly soon. So what about the games? I mean, obviously there are a few beat-em-up type games which look really cool and are probably fun. I have not played them, I would like to. But what I had when I was a kid and what I grew up with wasn't that. That's kind of what I wanted, but what I got was this. Oh, sorry, flicker warning. So the intro explains who the monsters are. It shows us the graphics and the general designs of the monsters, and they all look pretty good. This looks promising, doesn't it? Look, there's Mecha Godzilla. How exciting. Can't wait to see him in the game. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Right, so you're probably wondering what the heck. Oh look, there's Mecha Godzilla coming up the vine on the left there. Alongside Anguirus, I think. Yeah. I mean, as a Godzilla fan, you can at least name the monsters based on these graphics. It's evident who they are. The objective of this game may not be initially all that clear. Sorry, Hedorah, you're going to get crushed by a boulder. Got him. Right, and we're going to also finish off. I think that's meant to be Baragon? Here we go. See if we can get Rodan as well. Donk! Got him. Yeah, so the objective, we can either go down or right now. Looks like we're going down because Hedorah's in the way. So there we go, we completed level 1. The objective is just to crush all of the rocks in every stage. Oh, hang on. So we can't kill a lot of the monsters. We can just bash them around. Ah, and they do continuous damage! As you can see, my health is in the bottom right. And every monster that you encounter will hurt you. So as you can see, this level is particularly exciting because it simply involves us going to the top to crush that one boulder, and the monsters only spawn from the bottom, which means you have to take damage to get past them, and then after that it's just a case of tediously going up the slope. This music. I'm telling you guys, this music. So there we go, we battered all the monsters, but now we need to get out of here. How do we do that, you ask? Well, guess what? The game's trolling us. There's only one way, and it involves going past all the monsters again. Hooray! Oh, jeez. Let's just hope none of them come up the vine, and then we're really in trouble. Oh, look! Oh, goody. Right, now we're in considerable trouble. I wonder if we can do this. Hang on. They're going to change direction based on where I am, so I wonder if I can get... There we go. Yeah, we kind of made a mistake in letting them all separate, didn't we? If they're all in one place. Oh, hello. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're so dead. We're dead. Oh, then we have to do the whole thing again! Nah! Screw this! Thanks, bloomin' Anguirus there. Anguirus is really fast. Okay, let's skip to when I've done this. Right, so it turns out you can actually defeat the other monsters. It's only Hedorah that can't be defeated. There we go, that's better. Ooh. So I think I just completely messed this up by accidentally crushing that boulder. I say accidentally, I totally did it on purpose. So, as you can see, as this game goes on, you'll start to notice that there are distinct patterns in the way that the boulders are laid out. Oops. Ah. Right, yeah. And as you can see, I have now fluffed it. This level can't be completed because I got it wrong. And that's what this game really is. I don't think this might have actually originally been a Godzilla game, because it doesn't play like anything that would possibly ever involve Godzilla in the first place. This is a puzzle game. And it involves moving these boulders around and getting them into a position that you can smash them. and there should be... Oh, okay, pausing it allows you to look around, that's helpful. Here we go. And it Godzilla explodes for some reason. So... let's try this. So you have to use your brain, you have to figure out each stage in order to clear it. Donk! There we go, that's better. Right. I'll leave these two up here for now, we'll come back for them. You never know, they might be useful. So never rush into anything, always take your time, plan your moves. Okay, it's the same on each side, so we should be okay now. Let's not get too hasty. There we go. Godzilla doesn't suffer full damage or anything like that, as far as I'm aware. It should be okay. I'm a little worried about getting stuck again. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. And yeah, that's basically it. That is the... Oh no, I fluffed it! Oh no! Oh! So as far as storyline goes, I'm pretty sure that... because I finished this when I was a kid, I actually managed to beat every single stage. Which is no small feat, there's an awful lot of them. And I kind of mapped out the whole game as well. Should we go that way? Because obviously there are different paths that you can take, the game gives you options. It also gives you a score. Oh no, see we've gone back. We went backwards, that's the problem with not... This is the problem with not knowing where you're going. Hedera, get lost! But yeah, the storyline has something to do with rescuing Godzilla's son. I think, somehow. Why the monsters themselves don't pose much of a threat, I don't know. Probably because this wasn't originally a Godzilla game. And that's it, really? So that's the entire plan. You can see now how we shouldn't have gone up, because it did bring us straight back here. And you can see how many stages there are, which is nice. So I've managed to find a level here that has slightly different graphics for you. There's a bit of variety, hooray! Bearing in mind, though, that this was on the Game Boy, so they had to cram these graphics in. It's also fair to say they could have done better. It doesn't have to look like this. Yeah, if you fancy a surprisingly complex little puzzling game that'll really get you scratching your head, especially in the later levels, and if you play it, as is the case with most Game Boy games, with only the allotted number of lives, i.e. if you don't cheat, you will find this to be a real challenge, and probably a fairly worthwhile one at that. As you can see, like obviously this one, aside from maybe the occasional really basic misstep that you could make, these ones are fairly easy. These stages are fairly easy, but do we want to go that way or that way? Let's go that way. But yeah, they do get considerably harder later, so don't discount this just because of what you're seeing me play. I'm only playing the first few levels, although it does vary as well depending on which path you take. You can go the I'm going to clear every single stage because I'm a maniac route, or you can go the I'm going to make a beeline for the final stage route. It just depends on what kind of maniac you are and how good at puzzles you are, because these are not necessarily very easy. I mean, for example, while it may not be a very fulfilling Godzilla game, I am kind of addicted to this right now. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying playing this. Oh, see, we can go down there. And the catchy music, the cutesy graphics, the simplicity of the puzzles, it's very enjoyable. Like, I'm having a good time right now. I'm just sad that it's not a better Godzilla game. I think ultimately that's the point, and that's the only takeaway you're going to come away from this with. If you clicked on this video because you were, you know, hoping to see a cool Godzilla game, you're out of luck, because that's not what this is. This is a very strange game that has Godzilla's name on it. It's also quite telling that the copy that I bought when I got this in the shops did not have screenshots on it. On the back of the box it just had a description saying Godzilla has to rescue his son, blah 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 blah. Oh look, we got a picture of Rodan. See him in cinemas this summer. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Destroy all rocks to advance to the next scene. Yeah, we know, that's literally what we've been doing. Thanks, Rodan. And there you go, that's how I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoy Godzilla at the cinema this summer. I'm certainly going to. A big old fan of it. But until then, yeah, thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been fun to show this weird little forgotten game off. And let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Would you play this? Would you have been extremely disappointed with it if this is what you'd got when you bought a Godzilla game back in the day for your Game Boy? Hopefully I'll see you in the next video though, so thanks for watching this. Take care.